What you need to know about a PRTD or Permanent Resident Travel Document. According to the IRCC, or the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada Department, no matter how you're traveling back to Canada, you must show proof of your Canadian residency status to enter the country again. The CBSA, or Canada Border Services Agency, is responsible for identifying and approving an individual's entry back into the country. This applies to everyone who is a permanent resident in Canada, whether they are family members or dependent children. To show proof, you either need your PR card or a PRTD, in the absence of a PR card. A permanent resident travel document is akin to your ticket back to Canada as you travel back to the country through any commercial carrier such as a bus, train, plane, or boat. Without your PR card or your PRTD, you will be denied entry. A PRTD is issued to outside of Canada permanent residents when one's PR card validity has expired, or when one has lost it while outside of Canada. The reasons can be many, but in most cases your PRTD is the sole document that can help you get back into the country when you try to enter without a PR card. What is the PRTD processing time? The typical processing time for a PRTD is anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. However, it is advised to send your application at least 1 month to 3 months prior to your traveling date. If you find yourself dealing with an emergency, the IRCC does make exceptions for PRTD application speed and approves them when needed, subject to their internal resources. Always remember that there is no guarantee as to the speed of processing, and you must apply for a PRTD in advance. One question is, can I enter Canada without a PRTD? As indicated before, a valid PR card or PRTD is necessary for anyone wanting to get back to Canada using commercial modes of transport. If you are a permanent resident of Canada and do not have your PR card for any unforeseen circumstance, you must present your PRTD. Without the PRTD document, you may not be able to board your flight, train, or bus. It is your responsibility to make sure that you apply for a PRTD in time and get it approved. How long is a PRTD valid? The typical PRTD validity is usually 6 months from the date of issue. Once you have successfully applied for your PRTD and received your approval, you can use your PRTD document to travel typically within 6 months from the date of approval. As soon as you enter the country, your PRTD becomes invalid, and that is crucial to remember. So keep in mind that you cannot use the same PRTD twice, even if it has not been 6 months since it was issued. This is not uncommon, but sometimes immigration officers may choose to limit the duration of your PRTD to less than 6 months. Another question is how to apply for this. If you are looking to apply for a PRTD initially, what you need to do is fill out the application form. What comes next is more important. You want your application to go forward smoothly without any obstacles. To do so, arrange your documents and present them in order as suggested by the application form. This will make it easier for the officer examining your application to go through it. If hiring a representative for your case, you will need to submit a use of representative form. The processing fee for a PRTD is $50, and you will often need to apply for this via a visa application center, but a VAC may incur additional premium fees. One question is, what happens if this is refused? A refused PRTD means you have lost permanent resident status and are a foreign national. However, according to paragraph 63 sub 4 of IRPA, a candidate whose application is refused can seek an appeal of the decision of a visa officer who has denied the PRTD and revoked permanent resident status. A candidate has 60 days to appeal the decision from the date of the negative PRTD, or 30 days if your residency obligation was assessed negatively at a port of entry. You may need to attend a hearing held by the IAD for this if you have been in the country within the past 365 days. Our lawyers at Chowdhury Law have represented many candidates in the past and would be delighted to do so for you. With respect to a PRTD processing time, you can only apply for a PRTD outside of the country. So if you are outside of the country, you must apply for your PRTD document 2 to 6 weeks in advance, which may provide ample time to travel and enter Canada. You may not be able to board a flight bound for Canada if you don't present this document. Our lawyers in Toronto are experienced and knowledgeable to handle any legal complications and guide you through a PRTD or IAD appeal. If all the requirements are met, a successful application would result. To book a consultation, call 416-447-6118 or reach out at www.chowdhurylaw.com. Thank you.